Yeah.
Ooh, baby, we got a wild one for you this week.
Honey, we're talking about theater. We're talking about feelings. We're talking about Interlochen.
High School Arts Academy.
That's right. We have the amazing Alexis Michelle on the pod with us today, looking lovely.
And talking dirty. It gets wild here.
Strap in.
And strap on. For safety. Goodbye.
M.
Oh.
M.
Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with a sloppy seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondspot@gmail.com. Now on with the show. How you slap you stupid little fuck you, not so fuck you, dirty little fuck. Welcome to Sloppy Seconds with Big Dipper and Meatball. I'm Meatball and that's Big Dipper.
she's energized.
I've had 3 coffees.
She wrangled a cow this morning and made an
Yeehaw.
outfit.
Howdy.
Are you a homosexual?
I am a
Do
homosexual.
you have the tendencies?
I do. I showed up wearing that shirt.
That's right.
Or
Not
no,
this
you're wearing
exact
not that one.
shirt,
No,
because we would never.
mine is usually smaller.
share clothes.
Clothes
That would feel gross.
or a hotel room. That would feel gross too.
People have asked.
People have
They're
tried
like,
to book us
so
together in a
you
hotel
guys.
room.
Anyways, let's get into our guest. This
Sorry.
is a very exciting
I
day.
know.
And we just started, but we have to give a proper intro.
Yes,
She is a New York City theater queen.
she is from season 9 of RuPaul's Drag Race,
And she wants you to feel, mama.
it's Alexis Michelle.
Hello, possible homosexuals.
Hello. Just a tendency. Just a, like,
Verified homosexual. How are you?
I wrote that in the intro because it is honestly one of my favorite lyrics ever.
Accurate. I mean, and I possess many a tendency.
I want you to feel, mama. That lyric is so good.
I put it on a tote bag.
Stunning.
Done.
Yep.
And when you're in the produce section and you're feeling the grapefruits,
Yeah.
that's part of it.
Yeah.
Right there in the tote bag.
I apologize that I did not bring merch on this tour. So next time I see you, I will bring you both Feel Mama totes.
Oh.
Stunning. And you know what? I have Fat Slut t-shirts in the trunk of my car. I'll pull one out for you. It'll
Word.
be a little warm.
A little merch
She'll
trade.
hand it to you and she'll say, sorry about that.
Sorry about the smell. 'Cause that used to be my go-to catchphrase.
Yeah, that used to be your email signature. Sorry about the smell.
I had to get rid of it because we got into a little bit of a legal issue and I was really fighting with him and I was tired of seeing sorry about the smell at the bottom of every email.
And also, it's very weird and funny because it's in an email where there is no smell.
No.
Well, it's better than me, who, that's my tagline on Grindr. So
Ooh,
Oh,
Alexis,
yeah, hi.
welcome.
Happy New Year, 2023.
Happy New Year, all the
Where you
things.
going?
We can still say it. Happy New Year.
Yeah, I mean,
not
it's
too
Well,
still
we
late.
haven't
January.
seen each other, and
Yeah.
it's still January.
Yeah.
I did say it to someone last night.
And now where were you last night?
I was at Mickey's in WeHo.
Yes, Slay.
Who was there?
Let's see. It was Angina
Yes.
and June Jambalaya
Yeah.
Love.
and the legendary Miss Jasmine Masters.
Icon.
Amazing.
And
Will not respond to a booking email from me.
incredible Big D, who I just met on this trip, who I really, really love.
From Long Beach, yes?
Yes.
Big D.
She is a
Big
drag
D.
queen's drag queen.
She's a drag queen, and I made a friend, and I love her. And
Love
of
her.
course, hosted by the one and only, my love, Miss Morgan McMichaels.
Morgan Meatballs.
I love-
Former nemesis.
No, we were never nemesis. I've always
It
loved
was just
Morgan.
one-sided.
It was one-sided, and it was never anything.
It's not real
Look,
drama.
It's not
just
real
a
drama.
joke.
Morgan
Polarizing.
is intentionally salty, and it is what we love about her. No, you know what? Morgan gave me some really lovely advice on this trip because I just completed at Mickey's what you call the SoCal Morgan tour.
Yeah.
Sure.
I just did Ontario and San Diego,
Long Beach.
and Long Beach and WeHo. But Morgan gave me some really great advice on this trip, which she was like, listen, you clearly spend too much time thinking about what other people want to see or what you think other people want to see. And she was like, you just need to do what you feel. She was like, see, the thing is, you think you're Kristen Chenoweth, but you're Patti Lupone. And she was like, and I want you to stand in that a little bit more. And I was like, you know what? You're 100% right.
Wow.
And because I'm sure Patti Lupone has her lovely, tender, sweet, sensitive moments because I am a sweet, sensitive soul. But I can stand in my power and I can stand in my bitch. Like, it's all good.
Yeah, yell at the crowd to turn their fucking phone off.
Yeah.
You know? Who do you think you are?
I sign your paychecks. No. What did she
No,
say?
you
That
don't.
person, the ticket buyer, was like, we
We
pay
you
for your
paycheck.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
you
And then
don't.
No,
she
you
said the
don't.
man's name, the producer's
Yeah.
name. Iconic.
Iconic.
Wait, so you did the gig with Jasmine. I'm sorry if this question is messy, but
Oh,
I'm
no,
just
no.
so curious.
No, you.
So famously, there was that
Yes.
video with Willem, who's in the building today. Willem and Jasmine are at Roscoe's.
Yep.
And
Watching season 9.
watching season 9, and Jasmine stops the whole viewing party and says, "Can I ask a question? Who is Alexis Michelle?"
So,
do you remember this
yes,
video?
Here's the
I
thing.
do remember that.
I hold nothing against a sister who doesn't watch Drag Race. I myself cannot keep up with all of the Drag Race franchises.
Of course.
So I do not hold that against anybody. And she just hadn't been watching.
Right.
Yes.
And so as soon as she came into the dressing room last night, because what happened was I believe since then
Yes.
have worked with her. She like hosted
I
a
assume.
show that I was in. And so we had actually met. And but that video, that
Yes.
OG video is
So
from
funny.
before we had met,
Right.
before she had seen any of season 9. Who knows if she even has by now. But you know, what happened was like, I don't know, a year or 2 years ago, someone, you know, let it come alive again online, and she shared it.
Right.
And people were going off, and you know, it just
Thinking it was fresh.
it
or
just
thinking
felt
it
a
was
little
that.
dismissive. And
or
so I was like,
shady.
hey girl, can like you take this down? And she was like, girl, it's all fun, like who cares? And I just thought at the time, and she's right, who cares?
Right.
Who cares? And if anybody's making jokes or talking about you, it's all good.
Right.
I feel that way.
But at the time, I was in my feelings because I was like, Jasmine, people terrorized you.
right.
You know what it is to be terrorized by a fan base.
Oof, yeah.
So I was like, help a fellow terrorized sister out. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But anyway, she came into the dressing room last night. We were kikiing from the jump, and we made a wonderful dedicated TikTok.
Oh,
I
can't wait to
fun.
see it.
It's on my TikTok. It's on my reels.
Love that.
I am trying. I'm an old woman trying to become a TikTok
Same.
No,
woman.
It's impossible.
So anyway, check it out.
I love that. And
Speaking
it is.
of-
well, I
Oh,
just-
and
yes.
please, everyone, follow me on TikTok.
There you go. Right to your camera. You got
Follow
it.
me on TikTok, okay?
I just to just say something quickly about that. It feels like a weird thing that we would expect every drag queen to know every other drag queen once they're associated with a brand, like
Well-
almost like as if they're politicians.
Well,
Yes.
in the beginning, maybe that was a fair
Yeah,
assumption.
by
but
season
it
9,
has,
we would probably. I feel like if I was on the show, I would know at least some of the girls, or at least maybe watch the episode before
Yeah.
I got there.
I
well,
She
but-
was at a viewing party.
but honestly, well, listen, still, and honestly,
it's just funny to me.
having been someone who was targeted harshly
Yeah.
by fans, I can understand not being that deeply invested in watching it all the time. So zero hard feelings. And she and I had a ball last night. She smoked me out before my second number.
Ooh.
Which is funny because I was like, I should not smoke weed. I'm gonna sing live. Because I'm gonna tell, can I tell a quick story?
Yeah, that's why you're here.
The end, I did the season 9 tour in 2017 with
Okay.
my other season 9 sissies. Time of my life, never forget it. And I was such a pro. You know, we both come from the theater. So I was a pro the whole time. I sang live songs. Anyway, last night of tour, Latrice Royale and her husband come to the tour and smoke us out so fiercely, like so fiercely.
Well,
and I
Latrice
was
doesn't
like,
smoke like a normal person.
no. And I was like, I'm not gonna miss the opportunity to smoke weed with Latrice Royale. This is
Yeah.
amazing. So I did, and I was doing Ladies Who Lunch, which I'd been doing like all the tour long. And actually, I did different songs, but whatever. I had been doing it for a while. I know that song like the back of my hand. I went up on the lyrics and fucked up the track twice. I like had gotten halfway through Ladies Who Lunch, which is a long song.
In Fort Lauderdale.
Yes.
Not Willem with the in Fort Lauderdale.
Zooted. Zooted.
Wait, she was there.
I have never seen her look like that. She looks wild.
Yeah, well, she still has a beard.
Beard,
Willem is
tinsel wig,
beard, tinsel
Willem in the
wig.
house. What an iconic story that Willem knows through the door.
Yes, well, it was a moment. So I went up, I started the song again, and
Yes.
then fucked it up again.
Oh no!
And then had to just be like, oh my God, everybody,
So
I'm so
high.
emotional that the tour is over. I'm going to go. I love you all so much.
I love that.
Well,
So-
also with that song, even if you get lost in it, I feel like you can just start screaming and people would probably be like, oh yeah, this is part of it. Right? It's
Probably.
just like, rise!
Right.
Rise!
Very
you know
that.
the song?
I know your version of it clearly.
Here's to the ladies who company.
Everybody laugh.
Because we're from the theater.
Okay, speaking of,
We have a weird connection.
Yeah.
A connection that tell me if you agree. A connection that in our world, in our drag and nightlife world, that you probably never thought you would
absolutely
have
not.
with
Never
another
in
drag
my
queen,
life.
right?
No. Someone that we both know that worked at the precinct went to
someone you both
Interlochen,
know.
Interlochen arts camp with you, and that's how you know each other.
So that person that we know mutually, I know from summer camp. I think my first year, which was 1997, and I did 4 summers at Interlochen and then 2 academy years.
I didn't know you did the academy too.
2
I
years.
only did the academy.
Academy.
I never went to the summer camp, so I didn't know what I was.
So
getting
what were
into.
your academy years?
I was 2000 and I want to say 2005 to 2008. 2000.
Okay, so I'm a few years old.
I graduated 08.
but
I
the
graduated-
academy is like going to school.
Yeah, I went
boarding
to school there.
school,
Boarding
arts
school.
boarding school.
Like, did not.
Suck
I
a
was
dick?
trapped in.
Duh.
Yes, duh.
I got so much more dick in high school than I did in college, which is random because I went to musical theater school in college.
Well, that's probably why they were all too busy learning their lines and singing songs to suck a dick. Whereas when you're in high school and you're horny and you're not been around gay people for forever,
What was the dorm like?
I stayed
Oh.
in Picasso. Which one were you in?
Obviously, Picasso.
Oh my god!
Were you on Michael Beery's Hall?
No, I had a new guy. His
Okay.
name was like Mowgli, or that's what we called him.
All right. So
From
the
the
funny
jungle?
thing to paint a picture of these
Yes.
dorms, I can't believe I'm saying this. I wonder if anybody will
I
see
love
this.
this.
Anyway, there are such stringent rules about boys and gals being in each other's rooms.
Which is
You know,
so
like
backwards.
feet on the floor, doors open, bullshit. But at night, when everybody's in their same gendered dormitories, it's very hard for them to control things. And so
Right.
we were sneaking in and out of rooms, parties all night in rooms, fucking group activities in
I never got
rooms.
into a group.
I
I
got-
never got into a group.
I had group activities.
Circle jerks?
circle
High school
jerks.
circle jerks?
More than that.
That was probably sucking and fucking.
Alexis!
So there was behind Picasso. What was the one? Mozart. I don't know. They were all named after like famous artists or whatever. But the guy that my roommate was hooking up with lived in that one.
In the other one.
Yeah. So at night in the
They
middle
snuck
of winter,
across.
climbed out of his window.
Oh, that's fierce.
on the
See, I never
he was
did
on the
that.
second floor, so he had to go down to the first floor, get out of someone else's window, come over to ours, jump through our window. But we were over the practice room, so there was that huge well. I don't know if you remember.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, so you
That's
had to-
hardcore.
I know, and it was crazy because
Hardcore.
they had people that were out driving at night to make sure that you couldn't get out.
See, for me, I never tried to go dorm to dorm. We just there were 4 hallways that stemmed off the center of the building.
Okay.
And,
This
you
is so
once you're
funny.
in your room at night, you're supposed to be in
In
your
your
room,
room,
lights
yeah.
out, whatever. So you could go, if you were upstairs and going hall to hall, you could sneakily cross across the center section. But the other way to do it would be to go to the side exits and go up and down and then
stairs.
access a different hallway through the
Okay.
basement.
They added alarms to those. So at night, if you were to go out through the stairwell, it would set off an alarm.
Well, good thing I had my fun before the alarms.
I know, because I
That
knew
is
people
a
that would
gag.
apparently years before us would literally they would just go outside and they would go down to the lake
Yeah.
and hang out at the lake at night because there was no classrooms or security down.
I can't believe how naive I was. Even though it was art school, it's still boarding school, and people were doing shit in the woods, robo tripping, and I was like,
okay, robo tripping. That was the first time I was ever exposed to that. was
I
in
had
Interlochen.
never heard of such a thing
Me
till
either.
college.
I did it once, burned the shit out of my stomach, and stopped doing it.
The best part of my robo trip experience, which happened in college, was being the Jewess that I am.
Yes.
Everybody else bought Robitussin, and I bought generic. And there's one ingredient different in generic, and that made the difference because everybody else was like, and I was like, I just feel miserable from drinking a bottle of
Yeah,
cough syrup.
it'll just burn the shit out of your stomach.
Yeah, that was gnarly.
It's gnarly. But yeah, oh my God, how fun. I haven't thought about Interlochen in so long.
So wait, you were there like with David Monty and Robin
Yes!
Ellis and Larry Ryman.
Larry Ryman was my teacher.
So
and when I would
speaking-
go to New York, I would go hang out with him because he knew, I can't remember his name. He's dead now. But he was on Broadway and I got to go see a couple of August Wilson plays.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because Larry was friends with them.
Speaking of Larry Ryman,
And Bill
Larry
Church.
Ryman and Bill Church was
probably
like
a student when you were there.
No, Bill Church had taken over some administrative and like art stuff in the summer after my summertime, and then he transitioned to Academy. So Bill Church was sort of after me on both fronts.
Okay.
But Larry Ryman was speaking of Patti Lupone, who I'm going to stand in
he was
my
in-
space.
Stand in your
He
Patti.
was her Juilliard classmate.
He was in the first
class at Juilliard with Patti Lupone.
and would tell us all the craziest stories about Patti Lupone.
And Larry Ryman makes a really kooky appearance in Patti Lupone's memoir.
Shut up!
Apparently, they were on tour on some like Juilliard school Shakespeare tour, and
Yeah.
he like took off from a parking lot somewhere on tour, and they like never saw him again. And then he like showed up in their classroom one day and was like, "Hey, everybody, it's Larry." Yeah.
That
And this
sounds
was-
like Larry.
and this was our
He was
teacher.
my go-to teacher. He was like my homeroom teacher or whatever.
Wow.
So he also taught dialects. So we all
Yes.
had to have like the mirrors. And on the back of my mirror, it said, "I love you, Larry. Take me to Red Lobster." And so he took me to Red Lobster. He didn't take any of the other students out. He's a
One-on-one?
Straight male. He
I
was just like
know.
a really cool teacher. And I was also one of the only black people in the
Mhm.
theater department. And he felt bad for me. And he had a lot of black friends. So he was like taking me out away from the
Did
white.
you ever go to the Hofbrau?
Yes, bitch, we went to the Hofbrau. Okay, this can't be an
Yeah,
only
we're
Interlochen
done with
thing.
Interlochen,
okay.
Michigan is a weird place.
We're gonna.
I'm going to say one last thing about Interlochen.
Yes.
Just shout out because my theater veins. One of the people I met in summer of '99 at Interlochen was Michael Arden, who was then Michael Moore,
Mhm.
and Michael Arden has become, not only an incredible performer that we all know, but he is now like a big deal Broadway director.
Yeah.
And his short run of Parade that he directed, which was at City Center, which I saw, which gutted me like a fish. I was wrecked and ravaged, is transferring to Broadway with Ben Platt and Michaela Diamond. So
He came back
shout
while I
out.
was there
Mhm.
and did lessons with all of the students.
okay, now moving on
I
from
feel
Interlochen.
like you're not tapping into your true potential with all this theater training.
What do you mean? Look at me.
All right. We're going to take a
One
break.
more thing. One time when we were in high school, we did the play The Crucible,
Yeah.
and Bill Church and David Monty played the two male leads, not the high school students. We'll be back after this break.
Do you want to improve your sleep? Well, listen up and get a Helix.
Whether you sleep on your side, your back, your stomach, Helix makes premium mattresses that are designed to fit your specific sleep style.
Now that it's spring, why not upgrade your sleep game and get a Helix mattress?
And you know what?
What?
I can guarantee you that they have a mattress for you with over 20 different styles and models for you to sleep on. I love sleep. I can't get enough of it.
And I love my Helix mattress. So ever since I got the big and tall, I know we go on and on about it, but it's a perfect fit for me. I haven't had a mattress before that I was able to select a model from, and I'm so happy I got to do that with Helix.
And I too have the big and tall model, and it's perfect for my big and tall body. I loved it so much, I got a second one from a guest room.
True.
Yes, baby. And the people are sleeping great in there when they eventually do sleep in there.
Best of all, Helix delivers right to your door with free shipping in the US, and you can get a 120-night sleep trial to make sure that it's right for you.
You also get peace of mind because Helix mattresses are backed by a limited lifetime warranty and have been recognized by experts at places like Forbes and Wired. And me. I am a sleep expert too.
Period. Go to helixsleep.com/sloppy to get up to 27% off site-wide during their Memorial Day sale.
That's helixsleep.com/sloppy and make sure you enter sloppy seconds after checkout so that they know that we sent you.
helixsleep.com/sloppy.
Get yourself a Helix.
We all have days when we want to eat well, but just don't have the time or the energy to plan, shop, and cook.
That's exactly where Factor comes in. They deliver fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs right to your door.
With Factor, you can stay on track with your nutrition goals, whether that's high protein, balanced meals, or overall wellness, without any extra effort.
The meals are fresh, never frozen, and ready in just 2 minutes, which makes it easy to fit into your routine.
You know, I love coming home after a long day and having a tasty and filling Factor meal. It's waiting for me, and I don't have to worry about shopping. It's quick and easy, and one less thing I need to think about when I get home.
You know, I'm feral for fish right now, and I always get my fix with Factor. I recently had their scampi-styled shrimp and salmon, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint.
So get Factor today and start enjoying delicious and nutritious meals.
Head to factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50off and use code sloppyseconds50off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box with new subscription only, while supplies last until September 27th, 26. See website for more details.
That's factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50, like the number, off. Sloppy Seconds 50 off. Okay,
And we're
we are back.
So,
All right, so let's talk about how you got from musical theater to drag. Because
you weaponized a BFA?
Honey.
you went and got a BFA. You continued your musical theater. Were you doing drag in college at all, or any interest, or was it when you got to New York?
So, I don't know about you, but for me, this whole dress up thing started as a little boy.
Yes.
So I was playing dress up in my mom's things at 3, 4, 5 years old, and I had a mom, luckily, who let me do it, which was really a great thing. And I think because she let me do it, well, I don't know. I guess somehow society's expectation of what I should be doing somehow must have peppered in there, because I just naturally, I don't remember anybody telling me to stop playing dress up, but I did. And then it resurfaced in high school. It started at my first 2 years. No, it started in middle school. I went to the famous Greenwich Village Halloween parade in New York City. I was going to wear a Richard Nixon mask. And by the time I left my girlfriend's house, I was a witch.
Stop.
And that was Halloween being the gateway drag of drag.
Of course.
Ever since then, it was like Halloween was always drag. And then it started coming in high school. I started at LaGuardia, the famed school, for 2 years.
Oh, you went to all the spots.
All the art schools, henny. And so that was where I started doing drag some more. And then at Interlochen, it moved from just Halloween to like winter formal. And like there was like
prom or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
now, when you're that young and you're doing it, and it's clearly like a gag for one night, what's the wig? What's going on with the wig?
Oh, baby, I had that one, not that, I will say, it was a step up from the Halloween bob. Because the Halloween bob with the bang. And it was a step up from that, because it was like a shorter, more like 1920s bob with like a tapered neck.
Okay.
So it was a little bit cunt,
Very thoroughly modern Millie.
Very Millie, very Louise Brooks, or Clara Bow.
Yeah.
So anyway, I had one wig and one dress and one pair of heels that were the Grisabella of drag. They had more than 9 lives.
Sure.
This dress had fringe. It had a strap. It had no strap. It was strapless. It was a halter. It was long. It was short. It had a lace at the bottom. Like this dress and these heels got painted and sewn so many times.
That's my favorite type
That's
of drag.
It's
when you're
trash
like,
to
okay,
treasure.
now how can I reuse this boot in a different way?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll glue a bunch of shit to it.
What's also drag? Let's reveal behind the curtain. When you showed up today, you were like, I just need a piece of paper,
Sharpie,
scissors, and a black
scissors.
Marker.
I want to extend my lashes.
Beautiful extensions are just that.
Don't look too hard because they're a little not even. But okay, because I added the lashes, I'm going to talk about the inspiration for this. So I am feeling a little crusty. I was up very late last night.
Well, Morgan will do that too.
After my gig, and I actually went to IHOP with Elliot Norris, who does like super fun like content and food
Oh yeah,
videos.
the food guy. I love
Yes.
Elliot.
So we went to IHOP and we made a video last night.
Oh
I
my
can't
God.
wait
Oh
to
my
see
god, I
it.
can't wait to see that.
Yeah, but so I was up late. So this was
You're
I-
having my dream LA experience. Give me that
Morgan-
wig, you fucking bitch.
actually
Morgan giving you life-changing advice. Going to
Actually-
IHOP.
I don't know if this is part of your LA dream experience, but like we were having a tender moment because it was cold in the parking lot outside IHOP afterward, and I like happened to graze my hand on Elliot's beautiful round bottom, and he was wearing shorts, and I was like, "Oh, you're wearing a jockstrap." I could feel that he was wearing a jockstrap through these thin ass shorts, and he took his pants down in the lot. Like it was a special moment. So maybe I don't know if that's part of your
The
LA
donk
fantasy.
made an appearance.
I have to go.
But
I hate you.
I love a bubble butt.
this-
Okay, yes. The lashes.
is there like a separate part of this where we talk about sex?
Yes,
Yes.
at the
Okay,
end.
good,
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
good.
Called fuck talk.
Okay, because we could do that for an hour. Anyway, I'm a pig. So
A top pick.
verse top,
Subway fish versus top.
orally fixated. All right, saving it.
Ah!
Okay.
Sniffies is your friend.
So who is the inspiration for this makeup?
Oh, yeah. So because I didn't have time, I was like, what can I do to like cut down on time for this face? Amazingly, and I'm not a girl who can do this. I didn't shave this morning, my face.
What?
This is like it's more than 12 hours since I shaved
you're
when I
inspired
put the
by
makeup
Willow.
on. But I wasn't going to say who inspired this makeup because I
okay.
feel like it's a super half-baked version, but now that I made the paper lash, I feel like I can say I am really one of my favorite makeup artists from the Drag Race Sisterhood is Deja Skye. I feel
Deja.
like
Oh, yeah.
I feel like she takes old school drag principles and I feel like she paints really fully, like she is fully fucking painted,
Mhm.
but there's something modern and reserved about it. Like she's like, just these 2 colors on my eye and just these 3 lashes and just this nude lip. It's very clean.
And it looks really good in person.
Crisp.
Like when I had her at
Oh,
Fat
no.
Slut, I was like gagged at how flawless it is in person.
So I worked with June Jambalaya last night, and she also
She's
is
gorgeous.
Stunnalina.
Mhm.
And I said, we took a photo, and I looked at the photo. I was like, what foundation do you use? And she told me, and it's this like foundation that Deja put her onto, and that's why it looks so blurred, and that's why Deja looks like that.
What is it?
I
Probably like a studio fix or something.
no. It's from she got it at Ulta. I'll show you I took a screenshot. I'll show you after.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't remember the name now.
I need to know. I need full.
So anyway, but
Cut.
for those of you who know and love Deja's makeup, and see this, I know this is a very half-baked first try. I will do it again, and I will do it better when I take my time.
The highlight is really fun. And I will say the
shape is
the
there.
shimmer and the earring are very enigmatic to me. They remind me of your season 9 promo.
Oh yeah, that dress was
because that was so
gorgeous.
iridescent and
Very
gorgeous. And we
iridescent.
were just saying this before we started recording, but you know, people always say, "Oh, the promo. This person won the promo. Whatever.
Well, you
it's
won
all
the
very
promo.
you."
And then you were also considered traitor of the season right after that too, when they showed you out of drag.
that dress on season 9 promo was everything. That promo look is like so amazing.
So shout out to Christopher Palou, a Project Runway alum.
Ah.
Christopher had started making some garments for the dolls in New York City, and I hadn't worked with him yet and was dying to because he had made things for Britta and for Dusty, and I really
Britta.
wanted to make something. And
If you could make something for Britta, you could fit any shape.
hello. We are all thickums and we all need shape.
And we're all shaped different.
We're
is
all-
what I'm saying.
This
And
is-
so it's hard to sometimes make something for someone if you don't know their shape.
So,
What?
You're just being so
so
What?
I reached out to Christopher. We'd never worked together.
Right.
We'd never even really had a convo. I was like, hey, I've been dying to work with you. Do you want to do this? And he was like, of course I want to do this. So we looked at the mood board. And by the way, the conceiving of that design and the execution of it happened in, I would say, 3 to 5 days. because they gave us what? No time. So
Because they want to see you fail.
I got off the call. I was like, here's the mood board. We looked at it. I was like, on it to both of us. We were like, what pops off this mood board? This bright ass yellow, which I had never worn a neon yellow. And the other thing that popped were like the iridescent holographic tones. So he was like, let me show you this. And he dabbles in drag himself and had done this look that he made for himself that had the hologram diamond shapes cut out all over the garment. And he showed me that, and he was like, let me sketch something up. Did this beautiful fashion illustration in 15 minutes, texted me a photo of it, and I said, yes, this. Nothing to say. And I said, and I'm sending it to the hairdresser to do the wig like this. Because yes, this is how I want to look for this.
Wow.
And when he fit me in it, because, I think my season was the first season we did promo after we had filmed the season. Because up until Bob's season, they filmed while they were there. Their promo.
Right.
We filmed several months
Like
later.
you went home and then came back.
It was we did over the summer, and then December was when we did our promo.
And
I think that's how they do it now for
yeah,
sure.
because it also changes with like whether or not the production who's making the show is shooting the promo or the network is shooting the promo.
The network does
exactly.
promo. So the funny thing was when we went to fit, and of course he's just whipped up this dress in like a day.
Right.
And I said, there's a problem. He was like, no, we don't have time for problems. And I said, the problem is I never wore anything this good on the show when we filmed. And I said, people are going to see this and they're going to think that these are the looks I'm going to deliver. And it's not going to happen. And of course, correct. I was 100% right about that.
I don't think. Well,
I had a couple.
you
I had a
good
couple
pieces.
cute moments, but a couple
And some iconic moments.
and an
Yes, of
iconically
course.
bad. I didn't feel like
Tiny little
I
chat.
fully. Even then, because obviously the drag queen I am now is very evolved from
Sure.
2016 when we filmed.
Years ago.
But even then in 2016, I don't feel I visually represented the queen I was at the time on Drag Race.
It's such a huge challenge.
Yeah.
I'm curious about this because I also heard tell like that promo featured sort of color blocking. Like each queen was kind of in a color.
Monochromatic.
Shay
yep.
was in oranges
Yep.
and peppermint. Okay.
Yep.
And then there was a digital thing, correct me if I'm wrong, with like powder and explosion. When you were there on set, did they say, and now we throw paint on you?
So they had said to us, like, we're gonna throw paint on your looks.
Oh no, we're not.
And so when we did fittings like a day or two before we shot, and when I went to my fitting and put it on, they were like, oh, we can't throw paint on this. And I was like, no, you can't.
Oh,
And so that was never gonna happen to me.
Got it.
And they basically let it be up to the girls. So some of those girls, like Shay made her look, which was stunning. And some of the girls were like, yeah, you can do whatever you want because they thought it would be like a fierce shot. So a handful of the dolls did have paint thrown on them. And guess what? Never got used. We never saw that footage. There was all this footage of us going from out of drag to in drag.
I
and
heard
it
about
was
this too.
by like throwing pigments and glitters and stones at us. And then it was going to like morph, and they never used that content. And I saw it, and it was beautiful content. Beautiful. I don't know why
Maybe
they
you
didn't
just
use
looked
it.
too cunt in the look. They just said we don't even need the transformation.
Yeah, I guess.
That's so crazy.
Because those, I will say, I think that those promo looks were too good.
They're great.
I think
that was
like,
a great promo.
some of us outshone Mother in that promo, and I think that there was this is completely
Of course.
completely me
Of
just
course.
guessing, but I feel like the next year 10, did you notice how
she was-
dialed back those girls promo
Yeah.
looks were, you know?
And Mother was serving on
And
10.
Mother was serving. So I wonder.
Wait, was 10 the side pony and the rip up dress?
No,
It
I
was the
think
cat
10,
suit.
10 was the cat suit
Oh.
with the platinum.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
platinum
yeah.
side.
Oh my god.
And you know what it was? This is really sort of deep cut, but I feel like 9, everyone said it looked like Naomi's design challenge from the previous season.
Oh yeah.
100.
It looked like the paper dress.
Yes.
100.
And so it's like we just saw Naomi do the paper
Her.
dress, and now we see Ruin designer.
And
But it's like this. She looks fucking gorgeous.
And she looks great. And let me clarify that I am a lifelong, forever stan of Mother RuPaul. So I'm not saying anything, but of all of the legendary perfection that she serves, this is maybe not my top 10 looks.
Of course.
You know? So yeah, I'm sorry, Mom, that I showed you up at
I love that. That is so amazing.
While we're still talking about
Drag Race. Yeah.
how did Clat come to be?
Ah!
Because I love Clat.
That
When it came out,
legendary.
I think I did a lip sync to Clat.
And it is the thing where a lot of queens go on the show and there's a song released in conjunction with the world learning about them. Some of them stick, some of them don't.
Clat stuck.
Clat stuck, and it was before. You guys did it when like the show was announced, right?
We released it before the show started, I think.
Yes.
And I still get royalties for Clat.
Good.
Every quarter, I get a payout. Like that shit is still making money on Spotify. And you have to play music a lot on Spotify for it to make you any money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So people listen to that.
It still plays. It'll play at Precinct. We put on a Drag
Work.
Race like list of songs
And
for
that's
the
on
viewing
there.
party, and that's on there.
Completely.
So the way it came to be was the four of us. I think it might have been the first time that there were that many New Yorkers.
4 New York girls
On a
Yeah.
season. And so we like got together. We were like, let's do a song. And we were trying to think. And so we boiled each of us down to the essence of like, what's the thing that we're serving? And so we came up with Club, Legend, Art, Theater as our word of
Right,
who
yeah.
we were. And then played with different, how could you
Talc.
use, which is hilarious
Why?
and so accurate, you know,
Right,
and
everyone's
like
like, ugh.
the way we're gonna like kill ourselves with all these
Yeah.
powders and glues
Oh
and
my
shit.
God.
Clown
speaking of
lung.
the clown lung,
Yes.
I took my computer in to get fixed a while ago, and it lives in my drag room. And when they opened it up, they said the fan was so full of powder that's what caused the computer to crash.
100.
Because it's just in the air.
They're like,
in
sir.
that drag room.
So people find this surprising because, you know, just the age difference, the sort of different kind of queen we were at the time that we were on, and also I sent her home. That probably my closest friend from my season at this point remains Pheromone. And
Wow.
we were on tour. This is my favorite Farrah story. We were on tour, the season 9 tour. You know, the two of us like holed up in some old theater dressing room, and we're doing our makeup. And I said, Farrah, you know, we're killing ourselves with these powders and adhesives. And without missing a beat, my little angel says, just like beating in the mirror, not fast enough.
That's Farrah. I'm obsessed.
She has the greatest, darkest sense of humor of them all.
I know the last time I saw her, I was like, hey, girl, how are you doing? She goes, not great. Just like having a conversation. But she's just like so honest.
She's so real. And that's
Yeah.
what I love about her. Like, nothing is so amazing as that perfect, beautiful, highlighted angel in drag, getting out of drag and eating a bag of hot Cheetos.
Mhm. The first time I met her, I told her she looked like Laura Bell Bundy, and she said, who's that?
Of course.
And
My
then I was like,
baby does
okay.
not know who Laura Bell Bundy is.
Well,
but
speaking of
we do.
babies, are you responsible for Jan?
Okay.
Is this
I
it?
Did you unleash her on the world?
She is my daughter.
Ah!
I
The
didn't know that.
the first child I ever done birthed. But I
So
want
you're Stephanie.
But I want to tell you. Oh, I have nothing to do with that. But I want to tell you, I also really don't have a whole lot to do with Jan. I'm always very clear to say, when I saw Jan, I had just gotten back from filming Drag Race. So everybody like knew, but I wasn't saying it. And she had just performed for the first time in drag and won a competition. And they asked me to come judge that competition. And as the previous winner of the competition, she was also judging, and she got to do the number that she won with. And when I saw this bitch do this number, she did one of her Kris Jenner mixes into Children Will Listen from Into the Woods, which is my favorite and first Broadway show. I saw the original production. Wait, look at I'm not wearing tights, so you can see my Into the Woods tattoo.
Oh! Look at
Oh.
that extension.
So it's upside down on the camera, but it says, wait, there we go. It says, wishes come true.
Wishes
not
come
free,
true, not free.
And it's a wolf in the branches. So,
And
anyway.
those are some hairy legs. Those are some wolves in
That's
the branch.
those
Uh-huh.
wolves in those branches
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah. So, what was I saying?
Her number, which is
Oh, yeah,
writing
yeah.
the Venn diagram of your interest, Kris Jenner into the woods.
Exactly. Oh, and this is crazy because, you know, here was this baby drag queen who was being known for doing Kris Jenner. And so as she and I became close and friendly that year, I was like, oh, baby, there's something I want to tell you, but I can't. But as soon as you know, you will know what I wanted to tell you. And so anyway,
That's so drag.
my jaw hit the
Oh,
floor.
baby. You will know when it's time.
And you will know when you need to know. And then you will know. So my jaw hit the floor when I saw this girl perform because the mix was hilarious. And then she sang and has the voice of an angel.
Oh, yeah.
And so, and you know, so I observed her that time and I was just floored. And then there was another moment where we were performing, or maybe it was that night, and I was backstage in the dressing room and I needed a bobby pin or a safety pin. I said, does anybody have a pin? And that bitch was like already in her bag. Here. And I just, when I saw that,
Man.
I was like, I see myself in this little girl. And I was like, she's here. She's prepared. She is positive. She is there to lend a helping hand. And I was just like, this girl's got it going on.
She has a BFA.
She's got a BFA. So anyway, I like had my eye on her. And a few days before season 9 cast was announced, I said, Janny, do you want to be my daughter? I'd never had a drag child. I don't have a drag mother. I have sisters, but, you know, and she just right away was like, yes, yes, please. And, you know, there were a couple times she sat down with me and, you know, either watched me or we did our makeup together kind of thing. But the incredible, beautiful drag queen that Jan is now, she is a product of her own creation.
Mm-hmm.
She has practiced, she has studied, she has learned, and she has polished herself. So I don't take credit for that stunning, fabulous queen. Like, she has her talents, she has her gifts. I've just been here to, you know, support in any way I can, and I'm so proud of her. Love her so much.
We love her
Jan.
too.
Oh, and also, I'm
We
just
use
gonna
her
say
name all the
this.
time. Are you gonna Jan from there?
I'm just gonna say, I did not appreciate some of the treatment she received on television,
Oh, All Stars was bad for her.
especially All Stars.
Yeah.
How are you gonna tell someone who shows up polished, professional, giving it everything they have, that it's too much, and then it's not enough, and then it's too much, and then you kill a challenge and buy? Sorry, I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it.
Well, she came in there, Genesee!
Oh
You
my
know what
God,
I mean?
that
Like, she
was
came in with
incredible.
like the best song. I feel the same way. I
She
feel the same
delivered a
way.
fucking brand. How are you gonna tell her that's not right?
And I hate because they know that there's nothing they can change, and then telling her like, "Oh, you're too much," and then she pulls back, and it's like, "Oh, you're not enough."
You're not
And it's like,
enough.
what do you mean? I was too much. Like, where's the middle ground for you? I'm a drag queen.
The annoying thing that we're running into the longer and longer that the show is on the air, and that's why I feel like All-Star seasons are so much harder, is because you in order for the format of the show to work, you need people who are not going to make it to the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you need people who are not contenders for the crown.
Oh,
that
For a competition to work. Don't you
agree?
agree?
that is,
Uh-oh.
I think that is a challenge.
And it's harder with All-Stars because
you're already
you fall
attached
in love with them.
to
Yes.
these people, and so it alienates your audience. I used to say that about regular seasons. If everybody is truly the same kind of contender, your heart is broken every week
Every
when
week.
someone is eliminated. And I think, yes, that is also very true on All Stars. I can only imagine, you know.
Yes, we can all only imagine. Let's take a quick break.
And we're back.
We need to talk about theater.
Yes.
We need
Always.
to talk about Broadway.
Broadway.
Because Meatball
Broadway.
very soon is going to New York to see Jinkx Monsoon in Chicago.
Yes.
Who
very
I
excited.
saw on her opening night.
Shut up!
Yes.
I'm so excited. My only fear is that since I'm going at like the end of February, it might be that situation where it could be one of those nights where she's not there.
Girl, I believe Jinkx Monsoon would have to be fully dead to not hit that stage.
I mean, you know, it's New York in February. It could be travel. There could be some sort of
She's
issue.
not
It could
traveling
be
anywhere.
a swing issue. I don't know.
She will be performing
I
for you.
promise
Especially
you.
because we got front row tickets. So I will
promise
be this
you-
close to her moose knuckle.
I promise you, if they had to like scrape her off of a frying pan with a spatula, she will hit that stage. She's not going to miss a performance.
Because we all got coordinating outfits to go see her in. And I will be wearing this wig.
How was it?
It was amazing. I mean, did anyone expect any less? Of course, she
No.
delivered on all fronts. What I was surprised by, because I saw her interview and she said, like, it's going to be a really old school musical theater, like vaudeville portrayal of Mama. And that it was. It's very much like vaudeville butch lesbian.
She's going back to the old days.
Not like how Wendy Williams did it.
How you doing? In the middle of the
I
song. In the
was
middle of the
there.
song.
You saw Wendy?
Twice.
What?
Here's why.
Alexis,
How do you
Alexis.
have this much time?
Here's for why. Because
She's dedicated.
I
And
know
for to
I
drink.
love Chicago.
Uh-huh.
That production of Chicago is as foundational and inspirational to my drag as anything is. I saw that when I was a freshman in high school at LaGuardia. And instantly, it was my first introduction to Fosse vocabulary of movement, that show, that score, and this aesthetic of very understated, like a smoky eye, a diamond stud earring, a red lip, and
Yeah.
a little black dress. And for me, I was like, oh, that's it, honey. That is class. That is Broadway. That is glamour.
That explains that wig you described to us.
And I will
that
say,
little Velma wig.
and I will say that, like, I am at my happiest when I'm in a little black dress, truly. Anyway.
I'm at my happiest in a caftan.
Well, that
And a
too.
heavy breeze so I can feel lighter, you know?
Or a little breeze up your taint.
Yeah. Something blow.
But no, it was amazing. And I know that show inward and outward. And when Wendy Williams was going in, there was a fag rag called Next Magazine, which is no longer
Oh, I knew her.
in existence.
Me too.
And they wanted to do a cover shoot of Wendy going into Chicago. And they asked Miss Fame to do Wendy's makeup. And they asked me to do Wendy Williams' hair. And then legendary dancing diva Pixie Aventura of New York City
Yes.
didn't do anything, but she was just on the cover photo with us. I don't know why, but it was great.
Oh, you
So-
were also got to pose
So
with
we were
her.
in drag doing her hair and makeup respectively. And then we did a photo shoot with Wendy to promote her
Oh my
appearance in
God.
Chicago. And there was an interview going on while we were doing her, and they were interviewing us as well. I don't know why they did this, but it was great.
There is a video, because I've watched it before, and this is all ringing true to me,
Yeah.
is that she was recording herself backstage preparing for
Yes.
the role and like going to voice lessons
Yes.
and all of that stuff. And you can watch the whole thing. Is that what you're in? Are you in
There
that?
might be a clip of us in that. I don't remember, but I remember the
I
video
say
you're
everyone go
talking
watch
about.
that because it's very funny. She is deathly ill the whole time.
So
Oh, yeah.
So,
all those
She's
awful
coughing
coughs.
and she has no voice, and she still went on and did it.
having done that thing with her, she invited the three of us to her opening night. So
Oh.
I sat there like fourth row orchestra with Miss Fame on Wendy's opening night, and God bless her. I've seen some stunt casting in that production. This was the worst. It was.
Did you see Pamela Anderson?
Oh, we'll talk about that in a second because that was special. So it was when you're good to mama. How you doing? Mama's good to you. Like
Sounds like Meatball.
it
Sounds
was-
like what I would do.
it was bad.
Okay.
So, and the reason I say I saw it twice was not to see that performance again, but one of my dearest friends from my musical theater program, she, I can't remember if it was her Chicago debut in the ensemble or if it was her debut as Roxy. But I went to see my girlfriend twice in Chicago, once as a cell block girl and once as Roxy. So I got to see Wendy Williams twice, unfortunately.
A gift and a curse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But speaking of Pam Anderson, I went in June because I was like, I had heard good things, and I've seen that production over a dozen times.
Oh my gosh.
That's incredible.
I
That's what Broadway wants from New Yorkers.
yeah.
well, I'm one of the few fags who have continued to support that show. But and someday I'll be in it.
There you go.
I believe it.
So I had to go see Pam because the what I was hearing, the word of mouth was, it's kind of a small performance. It's not, a big singing and dancing performance, but she hits the nail on the head. And so I wanted to go. The energy in the house was very excited. And I've never seen anybody sing or dance Roxy Less and simultaneously be so right for it. She was spot on, and she looked insane.
I know a lot of people were upset that she didn't cut her hair or wear a wig.
She did wear a wig.
Oh, okay.
She did wear a wig. Her waist is so tiny. Her tits are so huge, like little shapely legs, and she just looked wild. Her face looked like Amanda Lepore. She was wearing a smoky black glittery eye, a red glitter lip, and I was like, bitch, that's drag. And But to bring it back to Jinkx.
To Jinkx, yeah.
Because that excitement in the theater was wild, and I'm sure that the cast of Chicago had not felt that kind of energy in quite some time.
Got it.
When I arrived at the theater on January 16th to see Jinkx's Broadway debut, right away I could feel it. There were a lot of queer people in the audience, more so than I think Chicago is used to seeing. That show relies on tourism.
Right.
And I also saw a lot of googly eyes when they spotted me there, which I knew meant they were there for her.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, sure enough, when the show started, the screaming and applause just at the show beginning, I was like, oh, baby, Chicago the musical is not used to this energy on a January night.
That is exciting.
Every seat in the house was full, and they were incredible. And to the audience's credit, and Jinkx has said this, they didn't just flip for her; they flipped for everybody.
They were just there to
they
have
were
a good
there,
time
but it was wild. I've never seen like long standing ovations just at a Mama Morton's entrance.
Oh yeah,
I've seen
multiple standing ovations,
entrance?
and I've seen
multiple. During the show.
I've seen Jennifer Holliday play Matron Mama Morton in Chicago, and even Jennifer did not get a standing O like this.
Anytime apparently she walked on stage, the audience stood up and just started clapping for her. Like, it was huge.
Wild.
And that was what I was thinking, because I was like, I went and saw Wicked. I've seen some other Broadway shows, and I was like, the vibe in the audience isn't like, we're all in this together, we're all here for somebody. But I saw all the clips of her. Yeah, that's right. I was watching TikToks of her and like all the standing ovations, and I was like, I'm sure no one in that cast was expecting a drag queen to come in here and completely steal the entire show from everybody.
I feel like that.
Well, not steal the show, but
because
the audience came.
Reverberations.
Shout out!
For sure.
Shout out in particular to James T. Lane. Also made his debut as Billy Flynn that night, and James.
Who cares?
No.
I'm just kidding, James.
James T. Lane actually set West Side Story on me at Interlochen one summer with Michael Arden. And James T. Lane was one of the best Billies I've ever seen. And it was his first night. And I got to see Charlotte D'Amboise do Roxy. Not my first time seeing her do Roxy. She is one of the finest Roxys in the entire world.
I hope she's there when I'm there.
Nobody dances it like Charlotte.
Yeah. D'Amboise.
The daughter of legendary city ballet dancer Jacques D'Amboise.
Wasn't that voice?
I know.
Jacques D'Amboise.
So I actually want to say, as incredible as Jinkx's performance was, I was surprised by something. I'm not complaining because Fran and Barry Weiss
Tell the truth.
Get her.
Tell the truth.
I would love to play Mama Morton in Chicago on Broadway. So this is not a complaint. I was just surprised that the hair department did not put Jinkx in her signature color, which you are wearing.
Mm-hmm.
Which is also the same red that I wear a lot.
It's a hard red for them to match. I feel like oftentimes I send pictures of this color to a wig stylist and they get one that's like just on
Close.
the wrong end.
It's
know?
a beautiful carroty orange,
Yeah.
and it is such a lively, beautiful ginger hair to wear, as you know. So Jinkx wears this color all the time. So do I. And I thought for sure that that either she would insist or they would
No, it's
put
like
her.
a deeper red.
It's a darker
right?
red.
It's not even so. Before we all started wearing that color, do you remember like what the red wig used to
Cherry
be?
red.
It's like well, that's more auburn. Like, doesn't that have like the burgundy in it?
Yeah.
So no, what I'm talking about is like an Irish red. That's like it grew out of an Irish girl's head, and it's like a little bit deeper. It's more of like
Not
an
as
auburn,
golden.
not as
Mm.
gold.
Okay.
But the red they put her in was that burgundy 90s red. And I'm surprised. She looks beautiful. They
Right.
gave her a lovely fitted suit.
That
has,
suit is
the
I was
corset.
literally like,
She
she
has a
probably had that
waist.
custom made for like, well, of course
they
it was
made
custom.
it, I'm sure.
Oh, because it's Broadway and everything has to go
Union.
through the cost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honey, and they clean it for you.
After the
So-
show.
And a beautiful, beautiful, sexy bustier
Bustier.
under her jacket.
Yeah.
But Jinkx was everything. I stan. We all stan. And I can't
Incredible.
wait to hopefully someday do it myself.
Yes.
Yes, bitch.
Okay, we have a very exciting segment. This is a rapid fire, quick answer questionnaire administered by Meatball in the style of the
Tyra Banks' 2008 interview with Beyonce entitled "Say My Name, Say My Name."
No, it was originally told Beyonce my name, say my name.
Whatever. This is called Slap My Name, where I will ask you questions based on things that rhyme with your name.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
And this is quick fire. Alexis on eggshells. Are there any girls from the Runiverse that make you nervous?
Okay.
Alexis Barbell.
No, wait,
Oh.
let me try.
So much for rapid fire.
Who makes me nervous? Not really.
None
No,
of them.
Not
that's
really.
fine.
Like
Just
they-
Mama Rue.
They're chaotic, whatever.
Alexis Barbells. You look good. How often are you working out?
Oh my god, I'm so out of my routine.
Alexis Church Bells. What's your... Wait.
Does that rhyme with my name?
It sure doesn't.
It doesn't.
It sure doesn't.
Alexis Church Bells. What's your dream wedding location?
Beachy.
Alexis Hot Spell. Do you ever get hot flashes in drag?
I am a woman of a certain age. I am menopausal.
Alexis Motel. Do you prefer a motel or hotel when traveling?
Hotel.
Alexis Misspell. Can you spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
Absolutely not.
Alexis Nobel. Explain why Clat isn't nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize.
Crimes against humanity.
Alexis Bledel. Thoughts on the Gilmore Girl actress?
My mom loves it. I've never seen Gilmore Girls, but you know who is in Gilmore Girls? Kelly Bishop, who was the mom in Dirty Dancing, who was also the original Sheila in A Chorus Line on Broadway.
She has had a very
Career.
long and amazing career. that
Legendary
woman.
career.
Alexis Can't Tell. What's a secret you've never told anyone before? Alexis Seashells, She Shells by the Seashore. Thoughts? Why aren't you playing Ursula in the new Disney movie?
Crimes against humanity.
Who
Homophobia.
is?
Melissa McCarthy.
McCarthy.
She better
Fuck
be.
it, no.
No, I
don't
just
even
have to
wanna
say
have a
something.
conversation
She
about it.
better be fucking amazing because I have never. I cannot tell you the last time I was this excited about a movie.
Mm.
That little trailer and the leaked version of the song.
Mhm.
I wept for days and weeks
She's a
watching.
vocal talent.
She's going to be everything. That looks like the best live action Disney I've ever seen. I can't wait. I can't wait.
I think that's why it's taking so long is because they know it's got to be absolutely incredible or
Wait,
else
does
it's
it-
like, what's the point?
Does it come out in May?
I think so.
I feel
But
like
they've been filming
May
it,
is
I
gonna
feel
be a
like, for
really
2
great
years.
Month,
Yeah, I think May might be
May
exciting.
might be a wonderful month to be watching television.
and movies.
And
We love movies.
Especially
Alexis
movies.
Nutshell. What's one word that would best describe you?
Dick pig.
Theater. Alexis Chanterelle. Have you ever partaken in mushrooms?
Yes.
Was it
The-
fun?
The first 2 or 3 times did not work. And honestly, I don't know if they're for me.
Yeah.
Also, I always want to fuck on drugs, and I didn't have anybody like to fuck when I did them.
Alexis Babybel, what's your favorite snacking cheese?
All of them.
Alexis Raising Hell, have you ever been a bitch just to be a bitch?
Who do you think you are?
Alexis Fontenelle, have you ever dropped a baby?
Fontanelle, isn't that a cheese?
No, it's the soft spot on a baby's head.
Only off at the pool.
Mm. Texas can't spell. Texas public schools are ranked number 40 out of the nation. Thoughts?
And such as, and because of, and such as, and so and so.
Leah Michelle.
Pudding face Finkelstein.
And that's been it for
Slap My Name!
Thank you for playing such a beautiful game.
Let's just say though, Leah was wonderful and funny girl.
I wanted
I
to
can't
know.
imagine she was
So
bad.
She was wonderful, and it was satisfying. Even as someone who wasn't the most diehard of Glee fans,
Sure.
there was something full circle and satisfying about it. And she should have been the person to open that show from the jump. However, I do think she's benefited in the way she's been received and reviewed by comparison, because the other option was not satisfactory.
Yeah, it may have been different had she opened
Had
it.
she
People would have been
opened,
like,
people
"Shut
would
have
have
up."
been-
her. No.
She
but
would have
because it was
been reviewed.
a flop.
Yeah, she would have been reviewed more harshly. But here she is coming, saving the day and the production.
She's the hero.
She's
Yeah.
keeping all those people working.
I've heard it was all part of her plan.
All right, we're going to
And we'll be right
stop
back.
the slander over here, and we'll be right back with Fuck
Leah,
Talk.
come here and tell me otherwise. And we're back.
It's time for our final segment, which is called
Fuck Talk!
That's
now
right.
is the time portion of the show where if you had an uncomfortable or funny or really fucking hot sex story, you get to tell it to us and we get to tell you what we think.
Because we know you're a dick pig.
First of all, let me just say,
First of all, whore.
I asked via email to Handsome Big Dipper how I should prepare for this interview, and you told me just clean out, and so I did.
Oh, so
I've-
you're first.
I've been trying to get that man over there to dip in me for years. That's not true. I haven't tried. I've just wanted it.
She hates this line of talk.
This is, but you're also not the first person that's come on here and said that like while I'm in the room. When I'm
And
like,
she
I
just
can
hates it 'cause
fucking leave.
We can
She's-
smash too.
All right, Daddy. You were the trait of the season.
And I love your body hair.
Thank you. Are you as
See?
hairy as I am?
Naturally,
yeah.
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 Do you do a lot of maintenance for it?
Yeah. It's all
Fucking-
gone.
Fucking hate it. Fucking hate it.
What do you do? Shave or nair?
Oh, my skin's too sensitive to Nair. I shave most of my body, and I've been doing laser on my back. But the back is the most hormonal part of the body. It just comes back and back and back, back again, like my daughter and my back hair.
Oh
Fuck
my
that shit.
goodness. So you want to tell us what happened in that parking lot or what?
Do you have any wild, crazy sex stories?
I have them all.
Now, you used to ride the subway. Do you still ride the subway in full geesh?
If I rode the subway in Geesh, it would be for shits and giggles and old time's sake. I'm more of a car in Geesh gal now.
Right.
Yeah.
But I do still ride the subway.
When you rode the subway in drag, did you ever get hit on, or was it always just like ogling? How do you say that?
It was often, just appreciation. A few
Uh-huh.
times like, ooh, baby, yeah, you look good,
Do you
But
think it was easier
I never
for
got
you to,
any on the train.
Mm.
Do you think it was easier for you to ride the subway and drag because like that's how you started drag, like in New York, and that's like how to travel? Because I feel like when I go to New York now, even if the subway is the faster option, like the time we were in Manhattan and went to Brooklyn, I will rather take a Uber or pay more to just be in the safety of a car.
Here's the thing. It's uncomfortable. It means extra walking. It means
bags.
stairs, temperature
bags.
control, etc.
Yeah.
But I got to say, honestly, and I hate to say this, but like New York's gotten extra wild, and like I don't know that I would really want to be up in all of that on the subway these days.
The
I just know with so much padding, even if they stabbed, they couldn't get me.
Yeah.
It's too
have
much.
you seen those videos of the like groups of people jerking off all on the same subway car?
No, but where was my invitation?
Yeah, where was the
There was
invite?
There's like a
Piggy
whole.
wants to know.
I feel like Boomer knows about it, but there's like
Oh,
a whole Twitter thread of like, let's all meet up at this specific subway stop, and it was during COVID because everyone is wearing a COVID mask and they're all just jerking off
That's
together.
to cover their face.
There's like 15 or 16 people
Send me the
all
link.
on the same subway car, and they're riding the subway late at night, and they specifically are on like one of the longer treks between stops, and they're all just jerking off.
Yeah,
in the
I bet you they were
they're on the
going from
bridge.
125 to 59th. That's a nice like 15-minute ride.
Oh, on the green one?
Blue.
Blue line? Yeah.
Yeah, they
'Cause I used
refer to them
live
by color in
Green
New
line,
York
yeah.
for sure.
They do.
Yeah,
So what
I
about?
do.
You bitch.
Okay, fuck off. I want to hear some juicy
Some
stories.
sex
You
stories?
talking
Yeah,
about
fucking
you're a
dads.
dick pig and all this stuff? Like, let's
sucking
hear it.
cock in the
Any-
IHOP parking lot.
Any wild,
cocks.
hookup stories? Someone come over to your house and act all weird.
Well, sure, but that's hardly the most exciting story. So I will just preface this by saying that when we filmed Drag Race season 9, when you
You
She's
said
like,
it. I
chill
got
to the
chills.
bone.
Anytime you mention Drag Race,
I
she
get
freaks
chills.
out.
It's freaking me out.
reality TV trauma. I understand.
Yeah.
Sister.
She wants you to
I
feel,
understand.
Mama.
So, we weren't supposed to talk about show topics in the van, to and from set because
yeah.
they wanted that on camera so we could talk about our lives back home. We could talk about food and the weather. And of course, we talked about boys. So I got a bit of a reputation with the dolls for Alexis Michelle's van stories. And
We should change the segment to van talk.
Alexis Michelle talk.
this is hardly the craziest story, but it's kind of funny.
Okay.
I was doing a production of Little Shop of Horrors on the Jersey Shore and staying in a big, beautiful house that belonged to one of my bosses of this retail job I had at the time. And for the weeks that I was out on the Jersey Shore, I spent time with this really, really cute guy, like really adorable, really sweet Jersey guy, great kisser, just so fun. Anyway, one night we were at his girlfriend's house. She had gone up to bed and we were watching TV and the lights were out and we started messing around, got fully naked in his girlfriend's living room. And he was a ciggy smoker. And so he was smoking a ciggy out of like a crack in her sliding door and fully naked. And I go up behind him and I start eating his ass. And oh God, he had such a cute, sweet little fucking ass. And so I was up in there.
I know, to hear such filth come out of such beauty.
Beautiful.
Wild.
It's like wild.
Getting in there.
Up
And
in there.
he was like pressing, out,
Ching-ching.
arching his back.
Uh-huh.
And he was like really feeling it. And all of a sudden, because he was just like feeling it and relaxed, he farted in my mouth. And I know what fart tastes like. And it's dry and metallic.
Oh, metallic is not what I thought.
Yeah, it's metallic.
That's insane. And what do you do after that? You just leave?
He was mortified. He was like, "Oh my God, I was like, baby, it's okay. Like, I like the guy. Like,
Yeah.
I actually somehow like reconnected with him recently, and I would totally like, go on dates with him and smash with him again. Like, no hard feelings for the fart. Like, you're a sweetie. Look, I didn't even say his name. That's how much I care about him.
Oh, how kind. It was Stanley Tucci.
Let me think.
I imagine you being like, reaching up, get that cigarette to try to clear that, burn all the acid
Blow
out.
it back in the
That's
hole.
how I would be like. I'd be like, I gotta clear this hole.
I'm wondering if I have any because that's just sort of comical. I wonder if I have
But-
any.
Well,
that are
that
better.
It's
all
funny
this
how-
New York talk really reminds me of how. Okay, so you know how you can go through a long period of having a dry spell, and then all of a sudden, in 1 or 2 weeks, you will have sex with like 12 different people, and then it'll just never happen again.
Chlamydia.
Or it
Well, no.
happens again.
Or it
and
happens again.
and
Yeah.
again.
But
no, I
like-
go through my
But
my
there's
stages.
like dry spells.
Yeah,
So I remember
yeah.
I was in like a 1-year dry spell in New York. And I was fucking a bunch of different people that I was just meeting, hooking up with. I felt sexiest in my life. I don't know what was going on. And I do this thing where I never save anyone's phone number. Like, I just keep the numbers in my phone. And
So you don't know who it is.
I don't know who it is. But I was like,
Took
oh yeah,
me like
that
9 months to get her to say my phone number.
True. And and there's people on my phone that I always have to read back through the old one. Anyway, I start texting or got a message from one person, thought it was someone from a different night, was going back and forth with them for a while.
Yeah.
Like when I get back from my vacation, just chit chat, never talked on the phone, just texting. Set up like a whole date, and it turned out to be the wrong person.
And when you got there, you were like, whoops, surprise.
When they got to my house, there
Yeah.
wasn't anything I could do. I was like, they arrived, and I was like, oh, this was someone that like it was bad with. This person, I walked them from the club to a sex shop so that we could buy condoms and poppers. And then as we were leaving, he goes, oh, I don't know why we did that. I'm not gonna let you fuck me. And that was it. We just like blew each other. I was like, I don't ever want to hook up with this person again. I spent a week and a half texting with this person, creating a fake relationship, and they came over, and I was like, ugh,
But
disgusting.
But time out. Who doesn't love poppers for blowjobs and making out?
I mean, that's fine, but we could have skipped that. You know what I mean? We could have just, if we were just gonna, I don't know.
I
don't think poppers for blowjobs and making out is like, I need them for, well, I don't need them.
Well, nobody
was-
needs them, but
No, some people do need them.
I don't need
Let's talk
them.
about the people that need poppers.
I think they're lovely for oral sex, for making out, and sometimes for jerking off too. But who needs all that? I don't need all
I
that.
can't believe you're talking like this.
I'm
You're horny.
okay.
huh?
So here's an example.
who she
This
is.
isn't
This is
a
the
sex
real-
talk.
This is me. That's a
but
musical.
just to give you a point of reference, so I did the Witch Perfect Hocus Pocus, parody show with Tina and Scarlet Envy.
Yeah.
Which shout out to Tina Burner. She wrote and created and booked that tour, and it was the time of my life. I said, Tina, I will do this with you every year. But I have a reputation, and I have to keep that up. And we all three share a costume designer in common who made the costumes for that show, and that's our friend Florence DeLee. And both Tina and Scarlett had separate fittings with Flo back in New York after tour, and both, unprompted, without Flo asking about me in particular, just saying like, oh, how was tour? Both Tina and Scarlett were like, we had no idea what a pig Alexis is.
Well, you hide it. Well, I guess you don't hide it. I guess
No,
we just
it's
never really
just-
met that side of you. Do you hang out at the Eagle in New York a lot? Or what is it called? The Eagle?
There's an eagle.
There's the
There's,
one-
a
There's-
phoenix.
A scar on
Oh.
the small of my back from getting so tanked years ago at the Eagle and bringing like an Israeli soldier home who like was hitting me in the face, like in a fun way, but was hitting me in the face. And like I was so tanked that I tried to like just let him fuck me even though I wasn't clean. And then I like went to the bathroom to wash my ass, and I like backed up on the faucet, and I scraped the small of my back on the faucet so bad that it left a cut and a scar. So yes, I've been to the Eagle.
We gotta go.
We had to hit me in the face
We
in a fun
gotta
way.
go.
I have to go. We have to go.
We have to go. Okay.
Alexis, thank you
so
so
much
much.
for being here.
This has been amazing.
I love
Where
you.
can people find you? What should people be looking out for?
So obviously I'm at Alexis Lives on Instagram and Twitter and Venmo.
Get your
And if anybody out there can help me with someone who works or knows how to do this at Instagram, I want to change my handle because people get it confused with
Ooh.
Alexis Mateo, and we can't have that. Not because I don't love Alexis Mateo, but because we can't have that. So I need help changing my handle. It's not just something I can do by myself. I need their approval because, whatever.
Yes.
I have someone,
A work. Love that for
I
us.
think, if they'll still let me.
Also, I am currently Alexis Lives 69 or Alexis Michelle 69 on TikTok, and Mommy is trying to be a better TikToker. So support Mommy, follow Mommy on the TikTok. Watch the videos. Stay tuned for new music
Yes.
coming in 2023, and not the Broadway shit, like actual danceable shit.
Ooh.
Oh, also, if you're in New York City, even though we're already sold out, $3 bill, February 3rd, a White Lotus rave, and I will be paying tribute to my favorite Peppa Pig, Jennifer Coolidge.
You're going to
I
ride
love
in on a
that.
scooter?
A White Lotus rave.
Oh my my gosh. Well, thank you so much for being here. And thank you all for listening to Sloppy Seconds. You can follow us on Instagram at sloppypod. You can send us an email at sloppysecondspod@gmail.com or call in with your own fuck talk story to 213-536-9180.
That's right. That's the phone number right there. And remember, as always, if you want to watch our full videos, you can sign up for Mom Plus at mompodcast.plus. Right now, if you're listening, you may have only watched half of the video on YouTube, but the full video is waiting just behind that paywall at Mom Plus.
You pay your coins. Watch the whole thing. Bye! To listen to Sloppy Seconds one day early, ad-free, and to watch our full video episodes, sign up for Mom Plus at mompodcast.plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Moguls of Media, a.k.a. Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball.
Editing and sound design by
William Pitts. Executive produced by Willem Belli, Alaska Thunderfuck, Big Dipper, and Joe Cilio.
Our artwork was drawn by Christian Cimarroni.
And our theme song was written by Mike Malarkey.